Kubrick Lover 1972 here. Of course, you know, I was Brian, and many manifestations of Kubrick Lover, like Kubricksian, Brexy, Cube 72, you know, depending on who you ask, you know, whether it's Dan Anderson and uh, Eileen Leany Perez, who I call Danny and then Perezian, and then, you know, um, like Metalhead Hippie Jeff calls me Cube, and um, I think Robbie Stingle calls me Cube, and I'm digressing, of course. Like Rick Romanelli calls me Cube 72, and I think Leela calls me Brexby. Well, Dan was calling me Brex and Brexy too before that, but I don't know. I'm digressing. The point is, so anyways, I'm now doing the second video here for making of a song number 2. This is the second song. This is going to be a way shorter video than the previous video. The previous video was 2 hours and 11 minutes long, but it was like a 22-minute song, so it necessitated when breaking it up and sharing the song, hearing the song first, and then breaking it up and showing what I put in, what I took out, how I put it together, you know, all that. It necessitated a 2 hour, 11-minute video. Plus, after you heard how I did all the parts, took out some parts, you know, combined them, changed the editing of the vocals and all that stuff, then I played the whole song over again, and that's like a 22-minute song. So, but in this particular case, this I'm going to cover a song called Street Punk. And in this particular case, the song is a little over 4 minutes long, so this is obviously this will be a shorter video. I'm recording this now, and I don't know. I haven't worked on the actual video itself, which is following this. What you're going to see, like the previous video, you're going to see the whole song, which is a little over 4 minutes, maybe 4 minutes and 15 seconds long or something like that. I'm going to put subtitles up here telling you how long the video is and also how long the song is. In any case, it's going to be a shorter video. And so, yeah. I'm planning on doing a third one. I think I know what I'll do. I think I'll do... what's it? It's one with the hourglass. The time of change. The days to come. I think it's called the days to come, because I remixed that song. I put it up on YouTube, and then I was listening to it once in the car, and I thought to myself that needs some remixing. So I'm gonna do that. I think is the third one. So this one I'm hoping to get it onto YouTube on the, let me just look at the calendar here, the 23rd of November, this coming weekend. So, I had thought, now that I look at the calendar, you know, the following week is November 30th. They're Saturdays at 4 p.m. I'm aiming for that. So the following week is Saturday the 30th, and then I realized I'm coming back from my cousins on that date for Thanksgiving, so probably not a good day to do it. So the making of a song number 3 is probably going to air on YouTube on the 7th of December at 4 p.m. So, and I'd probably tackle the days to come. I think that's the title of the song. I'll look at the song and, you know, make sure that's the one I'm talking about. But it's the one with the hourglass. So, you know, I remixed it. So that might be a little longer video because I've done remixing on it. So yeah. In this particular case with this song, this is one of the songs I did on my older Mac. Technically it's a newer Mac. It's a 2014, and this one right here that I use mostly all the time now is the 2012. So, but you can't take the GarageBand files from the 2014 Mac and try to bring them into the 2012 Mac because it won't accept it. So what you have to do is you have to split them up. You have to, because I want to show you the different tracks. The guitar tracks, the vocal tracks, the drums. So I had to, silence some tracks, keep some tracks on, and save all the tracks on the music files, and then bring it over, put it on an external hard drive, and then bring it over to this computer. So anyways, I'm talking too much, so let's get to the song. So here it is complete, and then we'll break it down. So, like the previous song, I just detached the audio and I just show the video but with no sound, and I just talk about the song, um, and how I constructed it while giving you the video or still image that was used in the actual video itself. So here you see that image. So yeah. So anyways, we're starting the song here, and I'm having to I have to choose some drums because I this one came together rather quickly. It wouldn't take a lot of, didn't take a lot of deliberation or anything like that. It was pretty fast. Maybe a few hours. I don't know. Maybe it was like I don't know, 4 hours, 6 hours to create this whole song. Wasn't that didn't take that long. So anyways, the first part I did was the drum parts. And I wanted the drums to contrast with each other. So here's the first drum track I put down on the graph, and let's listen to a little bit of that. So pretty straightforward right there. Um, with a punk song, well, I don't know. Maybe a lot of them are rapid. And incidentally, just This song was inspired or initiated by inspired by Robbie Stingle. He did a punk piece on his channel, so this sort of propelled me to create this song. And it's since I've done this song, I've um, I've come up with an album I want to do, and I've worked a little bit on it, writing some lyrics, some titles of the songs, and some of the music. And I still got to work on it, but it's a punk album. I think it's sort of in a way out of my comfort zone. It doesn't have like, you know, rich, um, like a rich sound, like a delays and wah. I don't think I use any wah in it. Maybe a little wah on the punk album. Not that. I think I use the whammy bar some, and I use a whammy bar on this, and you'll hear that when we get there. But um, I'm doing things in drop D on that album, and I have to go back to it. I haven't been working on it for a while, but at some point I'd like to get that out. And but anyways, one of the songs I'm going to include on that album is this song, and there's another song that I did called way back in the sense that it was done in 2017 or 18, which was a song called I think it's called "Sid Is Dead." Sid Vicious of the Sex Pistols. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm still trying to find my footing with music, but I think it fits with the album. So those two songs, which were done previous to me com- coming up with the idea for a punk album, are going to be included. So, anyways, let me talk a little bit more about this drum track here. So, anyways, you gotta have that rapid pace with punk. Another thing, I know I'm digressing and I'm talking about the album, but maybe you'll be interested. And I don't think I'll, go on and on and on about it. But I was gonna make it a short album. As you can see here, I've got a picture of the Ramones, and they're one of the forefathers of punk music, and inspired, rock music in general, maybe even other music in general. But if you know about the Ramones, they do like 2 minute songs, very rapid, and their albums are like half an hour long. So I was gonna try to aim for that. Do only a handful of songs and make it half an hour. But as with everything I do, I don't know. I just get kind of ambitious. So the album is songs are just extending themselves out, ideas for titles and lyrics and music, and so it's probably going to be epic punk album is what I'm saying. It's just the way it goes. So now you got to do a change up here. Um, Disregard, and I might say it while the premiere is happening, but disregard these. Thanks for watching. I know I did it with my best hits album, and I'm doing it with these makings of albums. I don't know. Maybe I'm lazy. I have no idea, but maybe it's confusing people. But anyways, so yeah, so you have that drum. You got that rapid track going. So what you need now is you need well, actually, I was gonna do a share the next drum track, the next drum change. Um, yeah, let's do the other drum track because I was just thinking right this moment that maybe I should have the guitar come in first and then go to the other drum track. But I think we'll just let me play the other drum track. So let's do that right now. Also, another thing I want to mention is I'm gonna try it a little bit. I don't want to annoy you too much, but let's just hear like this one maybe. We're gonna hear the pause. We're gonna hear a pause here with nothing but silence. Well, nothing, not but just like a few minutes is just silence, so you can see how they switch themselves up. Switch to the other drum track. So let's. The drum track's coming in a few seconds, but let's listen to it anyways. So I made another faux pas, which was, or well, I made a faux pas last week, which was I screwed up the order of audio I was doing. I think I was talking about three different guitar tracks and how they transformed each time, but I screwed up the order whenever. But anyways, in this particular case, I thought I had a track of both drums together without any of the other without the vocals or the guitar, and it turns out I don't. But you'll hear it in the final mix, and I think it's okay if I just skip over that. So, anyways, let's get to the second part. That would be the guitar, and let's hear the first guitar. The first guitar we're going to hear through, I think it's called an old school punk amp. Um, and if I'm wrong on that, I'll just come back on a second here from now and just say so. But I believe the amp I'm using on GarageBand is old school punk, and I'm also trying to make the guitar amp, not the computer amp, but computer amps with the regular guitar amp that I'm not using. I'm not trying to make it sound pretty or like fancy or you know I'm trying to make it sound really raw and just um, basic, like punk music should is. So let's hear the first guitar part. Again, just disregard those. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Again, I guess I'm lazy. I don't know. I'm cutting. Well, I'm cutting it. Not cutting that image off, but each time we come across that again, I'm just going to just say that, or I'll say it in the premiere comments. Anyways, I'm digressing. So that's the guitar you hear there. That was a little hard to do. Not easy to pull off that playing. I'm not I don't know. I'm very. I've been taking some guitar lessons, um, and I've had to stop, but for financial reasons. But anyways, um, at that time period, which was a few years, well, it's like a year or a few years ago when I did this song, maybe a year and a half. I don't know, but um, I I think I know how to play the guitar a little bit better now in ways, but that rapid playing. Don't ask me how I did it. That's why I did those albums are called Lightning in a Bottle, those best hits albums, because I don't know where I put my fingers and what frets and what strings and all that, So, but I got it on the looper and it sounded good, and I, wasn't going to delete that. I think I tried more than once to get it to sound that way, and so I got it. So, anyways, let's listen to the vocal parts now. Um, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to listen to the parts. Well, we're going to listen to unedited parts of the song, and then how I edited them together, and then how I added, layered a vocal, and then put in some clean echo amps to sort of put in some delay on the sound. I know that's sort of fancy. That's sort of making the punk song sound a little fancy and unpunk, but I don't know. It is what it is. So let's hear like a really unedited start off for these vocals.
I don't care about you, don't care about my brother, don't care about my mother. My father can go to hell. Ain't got the time to tell. I really don't. I don't. Street punk. Street.
So you see, I'm screwing up, and that happens. Like when I do some songs, I did that on more than any other "I Love You" song. Um, I was screwing up, and you could hear me screwing up as I was doing it. Oh, and in terms of singing the vocals, I just sang these in the apartment. I don't think they really need some, prettying up or whatever. Really being careful of the vocals, because we're talking about a punk song here. We're not talking about something that's sounds sweet. It sounds very pro and like extremely well um, manicured and just perfect. Or I don't know if my song, my more than any other song, is perfect, but what I'm saying is it's not punk. It's punk is much more raw and just um, not refined. That's a bad way to put it, because I like punk music, but it's just a different aesthetic. So as you can see, I've screwed up there. So let's listen to the track a little bit better now, a little more edited, or maybe it's a little still more awkward. But let's hear what I did next.
I don't care about you, I don't care about my brother, I don't care about my mother, my father, he can go to hell. I ain't got the time to tell. You're better off with a wishing well. I ain't got no silver bells. Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk that'd be a street punk? Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk that'd be a street punk? I was born in the gutter next to the road. I was a bad boy, delivering the load. So I was punching the wall, punching the floor, punching the window, punching the door. I don't care where I'm at. Ain't nobody's business. I really feel bored and listless. Street punk! Street punk! Who would have thunk that I'd be a street punk? Street punk! Street punk! Who would have thunk that I'd be a street punk? Street punk! Street punk!
Again, disregard the thanks for watching, and you know when the whole video ends. And I put a notice up as to how long the video is at the start of the video, and I'll probably put it in the Premiere chat box. So, and you know when you watch it on the replay, you'll see. But anyways, so now we're gonna listen to the vocals layered up. So we're gonna listen to those that vocal layered up, copy and pasted. And I think in this particular case, just like in More Than Any Other, I Love You, and other vocal tracks I've done on other songs, I tend to keep one vocal track not totally in sync with the other one, just a little off, because I think it works better that way, or it gives a little more reverb and delay, sort of just works better, I think. It's just a slight thing, but I think it really makes a difference. So let's listen to the track and listen to it layered.
I don't care about you, I don't care about my brother, I don't care about my mother, my father, he can go to hell. I ain't got the time to tell. You're better off with a wishing well. I ain't got no silver bells. Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk that'd be a street punk? Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk that'd be a street punk? I was born in the gutter next to the road. I was a bad boy, delivering the load. So punching the wall, punching the floor, punching the window, punching the door. I don't care where I'm at. Ain't nobody's business. I really feel bored and listless. Street punk! Street punk! Who would have thunk that I'd be a street punk? Street punk! Street punk! Who would have thunk that I'd be a street punk? Street punk! Street punk!
As you can see, it's much more fluid there, less clumsy, just like I showed on the other song where I was tripping over words and stuff. And towards the end there, you know, it's not layered. It's just single voice. But I'm going to bring in some clean echo amps here. So let's listen to those. Those are coming after these. And so they give it like another layer. Well, even though it's punk, I'm enriching it a little bit here. So, but it's nice, you know, before it leads off into a different direction with the guitar and into an instrumental portion of the song that, you know, ends the song. So anyways, let's listen to the clean echo amps.
Who would have thought that I'd be a street punk? Street punk. Street punk.
Now you may notice I have breath problems with some of the singing. I'm not saying I don't have asthma. What I'm trying to say is, you know, I'm not. You can hear the breathing, and it might sound awkward, but like, you know, when you have a guitar and a drum with it, it sort of disappears, in my opinion. I don't know. It seems that way, and I think you notice that with More Than Any Other, I Love You. I didn't mention that on that particular video, but that could be the case there too. And but anyways, so let's hear Clean Echoes amps now doubled up. So let's listen to that. And just being maybe annoying again, but whatever. I'm saying it just because we're hitting it again on the video. Just disregard that thanks for watching, have a good day thing. You'll see that again at the end of the whole video when you listen to the whole song. I don't know. I guess I'm lazy or whatever. But anyways, let's hear the clean echoes part all together, mixed all together. Let's hear that and see how that sounds. So yeah. Anyways, just disregard that right there. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just lazy. Who knows? Whatever.
Who would have thought that I'd be a punk? Street punk. Street punk.
So yeah, I had some probably some heavy delay in the GarageBand program on the Clean Echoes amps. I think I had one of the GarageBand pedals delay like dialed up pretty high. So if you put that track on the graph, it's just going to go and go and go. As far as repeating itself. But I think if you put it on another instrument, just highlight another instrument that goes away or whatever. But it might have appeared in the song, but it's kind of buried with all the other sounds of the guitar and the drums, So, anyways, so let's hear the total vocals all together. We're going to hear the doubled up layered vocals we heard at the start and the clean echoes, and just see how that sounds. Let's hear that now.
I don't care about you. I don't care about my brother. I don't care about my mother, my father. He can go to hell. I ain't got the time to tell. You're better off with a whistle well. I ain't got no silver bells. Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk that'd be a street punk? Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk that'd be a street punk? I was born in the gutter next to the road. I was a bad boy, delivering the load. So punching the wall, punching the floor, punching the window, punching the door. I don't care where I'm at. Ain't nobody's business. I really feel bored and listless. Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk that I'd be a street punk? Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk that I'd be a street punk? Street punk. Street punk.
So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a deleted vocal, and it just didn't work. Before I do that, I want to do something else, and that is, now, you know what? Maybe I can't do it. Yeah, I was going to share with you vocals that I didn't even use, that not even recorded vocals, but it's on the other computer and it's on a hard drive. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking of sharing it. And I just remembered. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I'm checking my computer now, just to see if I wrote some past lyrics. Yeah, I don't think so. So we're gonna have to. Yeah, my punk album shows up, but that's not related to what this is. So, but anyways, just to disregard that comment, I guess. So next up, we're going to listen to some deleted vocals. So that's what's next.
I'm really feeling bored and listless. Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk to be a street punk? Street punk. Street punk. Who would have thunk to be a street punk? I don't really care about the news. I know what's really about the blues. You never paid the dues I paid. From this concrete jungle I was already made.
So yeah, just disregard that again. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. We're getting close to the end of this. I think the only other thing I have to do after discussing the vocals is showing you the instrumental part of the song, which is just the guitar, because you heard the drum track that went with it. That the same drum pattern occurs at the start with the verses and also with the instrumental. Just changes back and forth to two different drum styles. I think the same drummer, uh, the same garage band drummer character. They have names for these garage band drummers, and what kind of drums can you use? You want loud, complex, simple, um, soft, how you want your fills and all that stuff. You can, I think you can even program it to like be a little off, like a human drummer. But I guess it doesn't match up to exactly like a human drummer. So, but anyways, so yeah, so right there, that's deleted. There's some deleted lyrics, and like Hemingway says you gotta kill your darling sometimes. Some you like characters that you like a lot, but they just add nothing to the story. At some point, you just have to throw some. You have to throw something out of the plane in order for it to fly better. I'm trying to use a metaphor, but you do that with poems or lyrics or characters in a book if you're a novelist, because it just doesn't work. It's like dead weight, and it's just carrying. It's just dragging the plane low and not getting it high into the sky. If you fell on my drift. So, anyways, so that's the deleted lyrics, and now let's hear the. I think this will be the last portion here, and that is the second guitar track. So let's hear that. Also, forgot to mention here, this second guitar amp is Woolly Octave. So I really want to get those songs raw and unrefined and staticky, and you can hear it right here. So you can hear that. It sounds like I'm strangling a cat, like the way it sounds. You know, um, that's a whammy bar, like really leaning into it and just getting that sound there. Um, uh, so yeah, I'm gonna insert a shot. I think a film clip of what I mean by whammy bar. People watching this probably well, some of you probably know what a whammy bar is. Maybe some of you don't. I don't know, but some of you who are not musically educated as far as guitars go, whatever, you might not know what a whammy bar. It's also called a tremolo bar. That's the more official name for it. But anyways, I'll show that. Also, I want to just as I'm starting to wrap this up, I think to myself like the lyrics are sort of some of it sounds kind of Johnny Cash like, if you will, like a boy named Sue kind of sounding, because just the way I deliver the lines. Oh, disregard that again. I know I'm saying that again, and maybe it's kind of annoying for me to say that, but just disregard that. Disregard the thanks for watching. Have a nice day. You'll know when it's over. The video is almost over with. But anyways. So as you saw in the previous video, I showed this Squier Stratocaster that I did more than any other. I Love You. The guitar was this guitar. But this is the same guitar I used on the song Street Punk. And I used this, but it wasn't this whammy bar, to be honest. It was this, well, I think it's pushed back behind some stuff, but there was a previous whammy bar to this one, and I guess I ruined it because it's supposed to be taken out of the, unscrewed from the guitar before you put it back in the case. I was bending it, so. But anyways, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put it on here. Try to give you a good look here. Do it counterclockwise. It's kind of hard to do it, I get. Well, I mean, I'm trying to do it with one hand here. I think I'm doing all okay here. So you're moving it clockwise to screw it onto the guitar, like this. So I'm just screwing it on, just for an intro here. I'm not going to play the guitar. You're not going to hear that, but let's see if I can get a sound out of it without, yeah, there you go. So yeah, it bends the strings and it gets a kind of a sound. So yeah, that's the and you're supposed to unscrew it before you put it back in your guitar bag, because it can wreck the it can ruin the whammy bar, or the tremolo bar, the more the actual name for it, but it's nicknamed the whammy bar. Like Eddie Van Halen uses it, or did use it, and because he's no longer alive, and Jimi Hendrix did as well. So Eddie Van Halen did it on a Kramer guitar. One of his guitars, was a Kramer guitar he used, and Jimi Hendrix on his Stratocaster. So he may have used it. I don't know if he used it on Flying V or whatever, but anyways, that's the point. So that's what a tremolo does, or whammy bar. So I just wanted to add about the whammy bar, just a little information that it can throw your guitar out of tune. So just to let you know about that. So yeah, so I think I've covered everything here. So let me just wrap it up, and then we'll hear the whole song, and then that's the end of the video. So that's the end of the song there. This I'm recording right now. I'm recording this before I'm doing showing you how I cut down the song, and edit it and put stuff together. So this is just the wrap up. So I'm gonna play the song again so you can hear how it sounds. I guess as far as further premieres go, the next one I think it's going to be December the 7th at 4 p.m. Saturday. And this one is, of course, you'll see it when it's on, but it's December 23rd. That's when this one will be on. So at 4 p.m. like the previous one last week. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the breakdown of the songs. Please tell me what you think, and I'll put up an announcement video of the next song to be done, but I think I won't do that. I might not put that ad up. I'll put the ad up for this one before this coming Saturday, but the other one, no. Maybe I will. It depends on how fast I can get it done. because I want to get it done first, and then I want to record the ad for it, because who knows what the status will be on that. So, well, I might say in the ad for this one that the one coming up after that. So yeah. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the song. Bye now.